far this year on Staten Island. So the commissioners make it a top priority, where residents say crime is out of control.
This neighborhood is dangerous.
Samantha Ulloa says it's terrifying to live here. The Stapleton section of Staten Island is now one of the most dangerous places in the entire city. She fears not just for herself, but for her adult son, who is in.
I'm so scared something's going to happen to him.
You have tears.
I have tears because I love him. I love my baby.
The fear is so real that NYPD Commissioner Keishan Sewell was determined to see for herself, touring the neighborhood with her top commanders, listening to residents and merchants, elected leaders and community outreach workers, searching for strategies and solutions.
They want us here, and they want to see more police. They want to have a visible presence, walking the streets, interacting with them.
In a city where murders are down nearly 14%, homicides here have more than doubled, with 9 so far this year. There were 3 shootings this past weekend, and just 3 weeks ago, a 13-year-old was struck and killed by a stray bullet fired by a 16-year-old.
He was playing and having a wonderful time, and now he's gone.
Yeah, and for what?
And for what? This is the generations. And it's unfortunate, and it has to stop.
Dozens of officers are being reassigned to the 120th precinct, which had been understaffed.
40 additional cops from outside of Staten Island, 3 lieutenants, 5 sergeants, 40 police officers under the leadership of a captain will come out here and assist as well.
And community outreach will be stepped up in places like the Stapleton houses. Now, according to the 20th precinct, which had been understaffed.
40 additional cops from outside of Staten Island, 3 lieutenants, 5 sergeants, 40 police officers under the leadership of a captain will come out here and assist as well.
And community outreach will be stepped up in places like the Stapleton houses. Now, according to the ABC7NY safety tracker, 8 of the 9 homicides so far this year on Staten Island have happened within the 120th precinct, which covers Stapleton.
On Island, where an arrest has been made in the murder of a 53-year-old man back in November. 29-year-old Deron Miller is now behind bars. Police say he shot John Pena of Philadelphia in the chest last year. This is Citizen App video from the scene. It happened along Broad Street in the Stapleton section. The victim was pronounced dead at the hospital, and the suspect charged with murder, manslaughter, and criminal possession of a weapon.
Now, sometimes we come across these stories that I would describe as motion picture ready, and this is going to be one of those tales. What up, though? Salute the almighty mob. It's Shades Poplar. We back on mob business. Now, today's story is going to take us to what I would call the 5th borough, or probably the forgotten dimension of NYC, and that's going to be Staten Island. And what I want to do is travel to Staten Island before 1993. So just about 30 years ago. And before that time, free Wu-Tang, the first thing you probably would think, or me personally, growing up in Brooklyn, was the ferry and that long-ass ride going. Though I only been one time, I often remember people complaining about a smell that Staten Island had. And definitely, most certainly, the mafia. And thinking about it now, it was definitely more than a lack of rappers that had come from the borough of Staten Island before the Wu-Tang. It was pretty much the lack of representation. And my main and only argument to this is going to be the classic BDP or Boogie Down Production song, The Bridge Is Over, where KRS-One would state the classic bars: Manhattan keeps on making it, Brooklyn keeps on taking it, the Bronx keeps creating it, while Queens keeps on faking it. And though a lot of people would have presumed Queens to take a L by him mentioning them in the way that he did, but at least it was mentioned. But since the emergence of the Wu-Tang Clan, it would cast a brighter light Just because it was distant don't mean it was too far from the mayhem that was happening in New York City, as we cover some of the exploits from the island on this channel, like the saga of Ronell Wilson, or even the exploits of the Christian brothers, Anthony and Harvey, who were allegedly the heads of a violent narcotic distribution network that was headquartered in Park Hill from 1991 to 2011. But this story might possibly top all of those, and it's the story of Don Trage Pena, or Tragedy, or according to the federal government, the last Don, or Moneybags. And according to the feds, Pena was the reputed leader of the Staten Island-based Gorilla Stone Mafia. Now, according to his indictment, the Gorilla Stone Mafia, or GSM, is a subgroup of the untouchable Gorilla Stone Nation, which is a faction of the nationwide Blood Street Gang, comprised of primarily individuals residing in or around the Stapleton neighborhood of Staten Island. They would go on further to say that members of the GSM would use intimidation, street threats of violence, acts of violence, including murder, robbery, and assault, to prevent or protect GSM's territory. Now, if the name Gorilla Stone sounds familiar, some of you guys might remember Brooklyn rapper Casanova being part of an 18-man indictment that was handed down not too long ago under the same Gorilla Stone umbrella. Now, the thing that kind of separates this story, that Don Trage will be accused of a March 2021 murder of a former GSM member and an alleged adversary, where the feds allege he would shoot the man 18 times not long after the two was at a memorial for another former GSM member who had died 1 year previously, or the fact that he would go on the run for several months, come back, break into another man's house, and shoot him 3 times in the head while he laid sleep with his girlfriend, all the while being wanted for a firearm violation in connection to the first murder.
What you doing? Get out of there.
To even commit that double murder, as in 2012, him and another man was involved in a vicious box cutter attack where an unknown suspect would ask the two for a cigarette, and it would end up with him getting his face slashed and beaten. And for his role in that attack, Don Trage was reportedly facing between 10 and 25 years. But it would be the murder of his 53-year-old father in that same Staple neighborhood where he was said to gun down 26-year-old Mark Bendes in March 21 at a vigil for the fallen Avanti Grock. Now, depending on who you ask, this is where the mystery starts, because the 29-year-old man they would nab for the murder of the 53-year-old Deron Miller would reportedly be from the same neighborhood where Don Trage's second murder victim, Francisco Frankie Gonzalez, would be from, and also where authorities say that he headed a gang. Now, with the ties running so close, almost like 3 degrees of separation, some people could easily say that it might have been retribution for.
On a gorgeous southern afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Atlanta, Georgia, and inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1.
Let's go. Check you.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Up to the 20. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 7 from the 20. Again, it's Elliott. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Then all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here on the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground, usually, 10, 12-yard runs? This one was way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Right side, Thornton with it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. He has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now a handoff to Chandler. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Falcons had 10-6 now on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late, winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 28. Here's Chandler. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. The handoff, running left is Penny. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Here's another first and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Right back to Pitts again. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. Running left, it's Penny. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Rashad Penny, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
On on second down. They'll run it here. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after one. Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll go with a keeper.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. Third and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. A first down carry by Elliott. Oh, able to avoid him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up first and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes that's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
On second down, they'll run it here. He juked him, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. 93 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming out, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
On second down, Elliott. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 37. It's a gain of 6, moves into a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
That's a really nice job of picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They follow up the gain of 2, the gain of 1 that time.
We talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Linebacker,
and coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up first and goal.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. Now Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at the 143.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, because this is still a one-possession game. And that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going for the deep ball. He's
what the fuck you just wait for, folks?
He's going to use that third and final time. As they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great effort there as as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Koo up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Into a double team, it's intercepted.
Good game, cuz.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. And Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
They got to push it real hard to try to get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On play action, they'll throw. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Juju Smith-Schuster in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons would extend their lead here just before halftime. Koo for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go.
They'll throw now on the final play. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be ridden out of bounds all the way down at the 15-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now back to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking right sideline, that's complete. Touchdown, Falcons!
That's a rookie quarterback. He's getting the hang of his NFL thing pretty quickly.
3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, we keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Crew able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. This one fielded at the 5. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Falcons grab it. And that will set him up in excellent shape.